Blissy blessed this present momentness, the eternal flowering sun coming into fruition. Glad to be joining you in this recording mission. I don't know if you can tell it on me, but literally, I just had to switch routers and equipment systems in my abode to connect through the internet to you. So, with the grace of creation, a very strong signal is going to come through to keep a sweet container of this cosmic yum activation coming into our flowering sun heart calibration. Joining in breath to breath, giving thanks for this present momentness. Here to share a cosmic yum anthem here for you as we get deep and sweet into the seed of the flowering sun heart within all living things. This is the dedication that this galactivation brings. First, we're just gonna join together, get into state so we can calibrate with a flowering sun heart. Coming together, life is art. In the cosmic yum, we are one, here to have fun. In the cosmic yum, we are one, here to have fun. We are one in the cosmic yum, in the cosmic yum, we are one. We are one in the cosmic yum, in the cosmic yum, we are one. In the cosmic yum, we are one, here to have fun. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya Dhammaya Sanghaya. Om Namo Amitabhaya, Buddhaya Dhammaya Sanghaya. Buddhaya Dhammaya Sanghaya. La la la, da 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 da, hey yo, hey yeah, hey yo, hey yeah. We are here in good cheer to fluff your aura crystal clear. Love you up with hard light for the benefit of our life. We are here in good cheer to fluff your aura crystal clear. Love you up with hard light, fluffing for the benefit of our life. From the galactic equator to your hardcore, fluffing the goodness forevermore. Bringing LOVEolution with hard light. We fluff it for the benefit of all life. In the cosmic yum, we are one, here to have fun. In the cosmic yum, we are one, here to have fun. We are one in the cosmic yum, in the cosmic yum, we are one. We are one in the cosmic yum, in the cosmic yum, we are one. In the cosmic yum, we are one. Here to have fun, here to have fun. Breathing into this heart space of cosmic yum deliciousness, embedding this frequency, this sustenance, this energetic nutritiousness that fuels us with fabulousness and inspires us on seeding, breeding our LOVEolution. And with this seeding of our flowering sun, we honor that light within each being and within you, because this is what we all came here into this material plane to do, to embody our essence and let our light shine. And that is the dharmic mission of this grand design. Certainly a pragmatic strategy to maintain our sovereign happiness and keep our shiz together when we are expiring dissonance. So, returning to the dedication of what we know so well, that happiness is our birthright. We are at the wheel of steering our emotions and our perspective with our choice, with our attention, with our actions, our feelings, and our voice. We're gonna seed this flowering sun heart spark as we fluff the world with love, glowing in constellation. All of us amplify our energy in the glistening, gorgeous game of cooperation. Fluffing sustains. Fluffing the world with love. 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 From the east to the west, to the north, to the south, below and above. Circulating energy like a cosmic hug. In and out, our cycling breath entwines us in the infinite. Fluffing the world with love. 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 We're gonna see the grid that all may live, rainbow bright, harmonizing frequencies of dark and light. See the grid that all may live, rainbow bright, harmonizing frequencies, dark and light. Fluffing the world with love, 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 fluffing the world with love. From the east to the west, to the north, to the south, below and above. Circulating energy like a cosmic hug. In and out, a cycling breath entwines us in the infinite. Fluffing the world with love, 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 fluffing the world with love. We fluff the world, including us, and all our relations, seen and unseen, and all sides of the scales and dimensions, honoring our unity and our uniqueness is the delight of our intention. Fluffing the world with love. call it the grid activation in honor of the flow that our energy takes as it exchanges our information and our relations, flowing that frequency, connecting through the veils in infinity. As we learn to allow that sweet, pure essence within us to glow, that is the seed of our flowering heart blossoming. You know, friends, sometimes you just gotta take a moment and adjust for the beauty flow. Isn't this fabulous how I can have the ocean glowing right into this hardwood floor? Yes! Giving thanks for technology, giving thanks for nature too. Giving thanks for the time we share together, me and you. Life is always flowing, cycling in time. With its eternal change, it's got rhythms that we find in and out, round and round, birth, decay, birth, death, decay, and reformation to cycle around again. So we remember to let it flow as we ride these cycles of change, controlling the energy. It's not the mission to maintain, rather remember me and you to flow within our heart. That's how the calibration sufferizes our light spark. In the most delicious way, we accomplish effortlessly, choosing to use our energy with reverence and respect. We focus, without stress. Can you remember this? Can I remember this? Well, let me just fluff it in to try. And coming back after I forget, well, this is the reason why we repeat this concept again and again, and I remind myself too that this is the ultimate empowerment action that I can choose, that we can choose to enjoy the journey, flip the script with living love, so we don't work to accomplish, we play to create a good state. Sometimes these cycles of life can get really intense. Let me just, excuse me, friends. This is this big moment here, flipping it back another way, because I'd like to start a little journey with you into then and now, and what it means for cultivating our potential and using our know-how. In fact, we're going to get into green solutions that work across global and personal scales. This little exploration is going to be all about the life calibrations that are kind of infinite and open to all the potential within your hearts, and who embodies this more profoundly than the Wangari Maathai light spark. She is the creator of the Greenbelt movement, and with her energy has actually initiated the planting of billions of trees, and turning the tide of desertification. She galactivated hope, enlisting and collaboration. Millions. We're going to journey deep into the story of the green belt flowering sun within your heart so that we can use this time together to really empower that light to spark. Welcome to this entertainment, galactivation, cosmic yum for your soul. I am Shamanatrix Missy Galore, here with you to glow. As within, so without, our journey of LOVEolution. So we dedicate this transmission to the living solutions. Here we flow into the green belt movement. You can feel that just green energy. Many refer to it as the light of the heart chakra. It's certainly nature's foundational frequency. All of the greens that we see in the water and on the lands, they are living manifestations of the cosmic plan of life blossoming and thriving on this earth, even as things do sometimes die and decay, because it's all about renewal and the cycling continuity. And Wangari Maathai, let's just take her in yet again. She has so much inspiration to offer us, dear friends. She is a lovely individual who catalyzed continents into action. So let's dive a little deeper and sweeter into her journey. Planting over 50 million trees in less than 10 years. What this woman did was move totally beyond fear. She studied nature and understood that the way people were utilizing the land in Kenya was actually increasing desertification, because they were just repeating patterns that people had done for generations. Yet the ecology, the land, the elementals, they had already shifted into a new way. And so the invitation was there in the signs of drought and the desert and the decay. And she said, as we come through and we use this material for the wood to keep us warm and cook our food, let us also regenerate and replant so that this area can renew. And while it sounds so simple, when everything was just kind of a desert expanse, people just tried to dismiss her as naively deluded with, this worthless inspiration that she would share. But she held firm and she saw a garden in that dry ground, and she enlisted, beloveds, other people, women and men of the country, to participate and co-create. And in fact, the people did come together and they created sustenance that continues to amplify in exponential ways, using this understanding that she just could hold with such strength and core knowing that just because things are falling apart doesn't mean that new things can't be growing. These things that sustain us, these human rights, these resources that we can often take for granted, are really, really special, lucky things that should have our reverence and our care and attention, so they don't just squander away, because everything is better when we cooperate. In these moments of life when we see our desert expands in a place that we want to grow, a fertile intention, an action, a project, an essence, a relationship, and a flow. This is a perfect inspiration that we, with our energy, good intention, put into action, can really elevate what flows. So, started as this word of mouth where she'd just reach out to women in the country and start nurseries, and they began in playing these ancient techniques, things that people from their remembrance of the generations had known about, but just discarded in implementation with this kind of misguided moment. Maybe it worked for a short time, that they didn't need these traditional ways. And so I just left it aside. But they found, by bringing back into this flow, and I show in this picture here, look at how they're not just farming plants, they're farming the soil and the water flow and the way that the energy and the nutrients would naturally go into these beautiful little kind of half moons. I mean, what an ingenious way to conserve the energy into these focused plantings. Very intentional, the places that were used, exactly how and where, what seeds went so close to each other and such to appear. I mean, in these rows after rows of living potential, growing as gardens for people to be sustaining themselves with nourishment as they restore the ecosystem too. Because when you move and groove with loving kindness, the rewards are exponential. And we see this in such a potency in the story of the Greenbelt movement and the reseeding that they did complete, so that this palpable presence of then and now, of just letting things float away into what happens, to actually meeting the moment with focused energy and intention. This is a celebratory moment of this that I have to mention, reminds us of what's possible, and is a great model to emulate and share. And in fact, this Greenbelt movement that started so humbly here with the vision of Wangari Maathai and her passion to do good and share, enlist cooperation so that the solutions could grow here, is now turned into what they're calling the Great Green Wall across Africa. Look at this, coast to coast, creating a palpable boundary condition that will help so many to sustain their lands, improve their irrigation, their food security, as they prevent further desertification from sliding, taking over more of Africa. So with this giant international cooperation, what a beautiful fractal representation for what's possible within you and each of us when we allow our inspiration and our hopeful hearts to dream of solutions and implementations to improve life conditions. Just like Wangari Maathai, now she's on the other side of the veil, so big ups to our ancestors and all those that came before, to all of us present in this moment, and to all forevermore that understand that our interrelationship comes with responsibilities. When we face the complications, we actually can improve what's going on. This beautiful quote from her: in the course of history, there comes a time when humanity is called to shift to a new level of consciousness, to reach a higher moral ground, a time when we have to shed our fear and give hope to each other. And this time is now. Love your goodness, love it up. Yeah. And it wasn't like her journey was easy, dear friends. You know, she started out, she studied in her country, she, traveled the world to gain her education and come back and use that knowledge in her home nation. And there were moments where people just ridiculed her, and even like government officials saying things like, uneducated women can't plant trees. Why are you even entertaining this crazy thought of building these nurseries? And yet she knew that this negativity was not strong enough to prevail. She maintained her mission no matter what negativity tried to show up and throw into her way. And it was even used to complicate her personal relationships too. When she was going through her divorce, this was used, imagine, against her character. It seems insane, but we gotta remember that in this Earth School game, the conditions are ever shifting, and while they seem so solid and tense, the more we can stay in our heart to navigate, the more chance we have of really allowing the dreams and visions and energies that we cultivate to grow and flower and appear in this life even more amazing than we could ever predict. Because as we cultivate this good energy, pronoia comes in to support. And that is, of course, the amazing phrase where the universe is our benevolent cohort. Doing my best with the inspiration of Rob Bresney's amazing Pronoia book to embed this in my awareness so that I may forever look with this perspective on my situations as I'm going through life. And I offer this to you because it's so much benefit, love, and light to believe that we can achieve the things that we dare to hope because they self-arise within our heart. And this is the way that we know it's the right course of action and the beauty, benevolence we can share, cultivating LOVEolution in our hearts and everywhere. And just as one extra way of an illustration, how unseen forces come in to even amplify our good intentions. Now this green wall across Africa is also growing like a food forest too. So we're increasing that protection of creating that ecological living boundary of strength and sustenance, of the soil to fortify, of the moisture to circle around. Now it's exponentially risen up the octaves of creation so that even more nourishment is found and people are eating fresh, local, direct. What a gift to the communities. Always more opportunities to galactivate, expanding goodness. I'm going to share a little jaw harp journey to set the field as we presence into flow. What in you? What's your green belt movement? What is it that you are seeking to grow? Perhaps just even that presence of connection to the essence of the yum. So whatever it is, remember to presence it in all of your senses. Allow your vision to arise as imagery in your eyes, as tactile experiences when you arrive in the setting of your desire achieved, all the feelings that you experience, gratefully receive this activated embodiment of your goals actualized. This is the kinesthetic audio visual flow to help materialize, journeying into what you're feeling to create. Feeling into that space, smelling the fragrance of the blossoming too. appreciating the energy that you've cultivated to activate your potential in the juiciest levels of deliciousness with the Cosmic Yum Activation Meditainment Assist. Here's a little mantra to keep the eyes on the prize. Focus, focus. Good energy in our lives. Here now we activate our potential into the physical from the mental. Here we activate our potential into the physical from the mental. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Hooray, yeah, hooray, yeah, yes, hooray, yeah, yeah, hooray, yeah, hooray, yeah, hooray, yeah. Here we activate our potential into the physical from the mental. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Here now we activate our potential into the physical from the mental. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Yeah, now we activate our potential into the physical from the mental. Fluff your energy, focus and believe, trust gratefully, and achieve. Achieve, receive, believe. But already done and enjoying the path, perhaps trusting that it's already done, can allow us to even more enjoy our path as we navigate life and all of its interesting ebbs and flows, fluffing up the goodness as we go. So may this vision to this galactivation that you were so kind to share with me, may this grow as your food forest in eternity, ever cultivating with intentional cooperation, synergistic and delicious heart-soul culminations of your heart spark flowering sun glowing as only you can do. We are the LOVEolution, and I love you. My name is Shamanatrix Missy Galore, wishing you peace and heart bliss forevermore. Thanks for coming into this Cosmic Yum Activation journey here to fluff your aura crystal clear and shining constellation as luminous love lights glowing as cosmic yum together. I appreciate you all. Wherever we are meeting in time and space, my beloveds, thank you. I feel really nurtured by your grace. I'm gonna share one more song. Before we open it up to the glow of this Cosmic Yum Show. Fluff the goodness, fluff it up, fluff the goodness, fluff it up, fluff the goodness, fluff it up, fluff the goodness. Fluffing the goodness takes constant attention. Goodness itself has no form or dimension. It's always moving around a dot. And the more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, and the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. Fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up. Come people, fluff it up, fluff up your good stuff. Fluff your stuff till it's pop. Share your fluff and light it up now. Come people, fluff it up, fluff up your good stuff. Fluff your stuff till it's pop. Share your fluff and light it up now. Come people, fluff it up, fluff up your good stuff. Fluff your stuff till it's pop. Share your fluff and light it up now. Fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up, fluff it up. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. When things get tough, we don't give up, we elevate the vibe. Activating our potential so we may rise to the occasion to live our best. Coming together to fluff the goodness. Fluff it up, 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 fluff the goodness. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. The more you fluff it, the better the vibe. We fluff the goodness so all beings thrive. Fluff the goodness. May the cosmic yum flow and nourish all creation, cycling through the scales and dimensions of manifestation, so that energy is ever glowing in goodness, actualizing the potential of the intention we share here to fluff the aura of creation crystal clear. If you enjoy this transmission, please subscribe and stay in touch. I love that we can cultivate this time together. So thank you so very much for joining in the Cosmic Yum activation, co-creating LOVEolution together.